Thank you very much. Now how I'm going to see the screen. That's difficult. Can you remove one microphone so I can open the screen? OK, first of all, since I'm the last speaker of this wonderful conference, I think that I'm entitled to say something to the organizers on behalf of all of us. I think that everyone here and the people we are representing, our community, is really, Wired is our organ, no doubt about it. And I think that the organizers of the conference and Chris Anderson and David Rowan and the publishers are entitled to get a big round of applause from us for the conference, and not less than that for the wonderful magazine that they are producing. I also would like to take this opportunity and thank the first editor of Wired, Kevin Kelly, who affected the thinking of many, many of us. Okay, Kevin, you don't see us, but thank you very much. Now, I will share with you some thoughts regarding the wisdom of the crowd. This is one of the most popular themes of recent years. David, how much time do I have? 16 minutes. This is my granddaughter. She has nothing to do with the conference, but being in nature Jewish mother, I cannot escape the opportunity to brag about her. So this is my daughter, my granddaughter. And my grandson was very jealous when he saw the presentation, so I put him also. And then another granddaughter came, so I have to do justice with her. And then another grandson, and I have another granddaughter, which I don't have the picture here yet. So she will come. All of us are affected by the great developments of the social phenomena on the internet. It enabled and empowered all of us. As a result of this aggregation of many, many, many people, the concept of wisdom of the crowd came, or crowd sourcing, and I'm going to share with you some of my observations about this fantastic phenomena. Crowdsourcing. Now, of course, it doesn't.
My phone. What do I do? This is crazy.
Let's run a free upgrade check. See if you're due for a new smartphone.
Don't I need to go to my carrier store for that?
No, you don't have to. We sell phones and plans on all the major networks.
Okay, well, is time travel possible?
Yes, I am from the future.
Phones, plans, and advice from thousands of people eager to help.
So this is crowdsourcing. The wisdom of the crowd is based on two pillars: wisdom and crowds. And let's see. Let's inquire let drill a little bit into them. Let's start with the old paradigm. You are familiar with the old paradigm. This is a set of advertising of Encyclopedia Britannica, which was for many, many years the source of wisdom, became obsolete a few years ago, was replaced by the wonderful and democratic Wikipedia. And Wikipedia is really the infinite source of wisdom. I'll share with you one example. This was an entry about the country of Mali. Mali is a landlocked country known for its horrible referees. The crowds are as old as civilization, and even before it. People, animals are coming in groups. By the way, I just saw an article this week about Professor Wilson, which dealt a lot of use with evolution, trying to explain altruism. Altruism was always explained in the interest to keep your kin's gene. And this is why people and animals were supposed to be altruistic. He is now replacing this thinking by the evolution of groups, by the need of group or by the desire of group to to continue. This is now a new theory which is under huge attack explaining altruism. But the groups and crowds are phenomena which we see all over the animal life. This is school of fish. This is another demonstration of a crowd. This is a big demonstration which was in Colombia. I think it was, I don't remember the year, but you may remember it, where 1 million people were called by the internet in order to demonstrate against the drug barons. We saw what happened in the last year with the effect of the power of crowd. I would like to mention that in 1998, at the big demonstration against the World Trade Organization in Seattle, ICQ, a company which I was involved with, was used in order to enable communication among the demonstrations. This is another manifestation of the great power, the great constructive power of crowds. This is a picture of Burning Man. Anybody here was at Burning Man? Only one yes. Can you stand and in 30 seconds explain to them why they should go to Burning Man? Strong.
Burning Man is like being in an environment where there is no natural people, like the unity flows. You basically are there, there's absolutely no money, and you're here to share what you have to offer, and you decide what you have to offer. And you receive millions of times more than what you think you're going. It's just the power of people. It's people together, and there's no fear. There's just exchange.
Yeah, it's definitely magical. People are saying that Burning Man stand on 3 pots: drugs, sex, and art. I went for the art. This is a concert, another example of the power of crowds and why people are aggregating into crowds. They used to do it in real life. The internet, for the first time, enabled to create crowds, added the messaging, the need for crowd to aggregate. They have to be able to message to each other by eye movement, by behavior, by gesture, etc. Until the internet, it happened only in real life. The internet enabled it to be done in great masses online. This is a picture of Coney Island in the turn of the former century. And as you see, people wanted to get some rest and solitude and enjoy the sea, so they used to go to rest at the beaches of Coney Island. This is another picture from Coney Island where you really could get peace of mind. This is a water park in Tokyo, and it says, "Welcome to the breathtaking Tokyo water park, where you can wash away the pressures and the stress of the overcrowded city and relax with your friends in the soothing enjoyment of the sun, fun, and splashing." This is a Munich beer place. Again, you see people are coming to see other people. This is a market, I think, in Amsterdam, I'm not sure. This is a car, I think, in India, public transportation. And this is how people enjoy themselves on Los Angeles on Friday afternoon, which brings me to the question of the wisdom of the crowd. Why you are sitting here at 6 p.m. on Friday afternoon and not spending time with your families? Something is wrong. This is the wisdom. The main source of wisdom, as we know, where people are still spending most of their time all over the world, is television. And this is one of the effects of television. This is taken from Robert Putnam's book, Bowling Alone. And as you can see, that there is a distinct difference between TV observers and non-TV observers. One of them is how many times they give finger to other drivers. As you can see, TV improves your ability to give a finger to other driver. And this is one of my favorite manifestations of wisdom of the crowd. This is, of course, the stock market. This is a graph which I plotted after the Gartner hype cycle in 2000. And the amazing thing is this comparison of the behavior of the Dow Jones in 29 and NASDAQ in 2000. You can see that the graphs are almost similar. When people are moving into the market, they get other people moving into the market. They move in herds. They check the ground, and if the ground is, look to them, strong enough, the prices continue to go, more people are moving. And then at a certain point, somebody is doing whoo, and everybody is running away from the market, and always the meltdown of the market is done like on a cliff. It goes down in one shot. And this is explained by the movement of crowds, and this shows you the wisdom of the crowds. Like as somebody said, economists are like Eskimos. They turn around all at the same time. For some people, the bubble of 2000 was very nice. Before the bubble, we sold ICQ in a very nice sale. And since then, we are celebrating in March every year the burst of the bubble. This is a picture of the 5th celebration of the burst of the bubble. Anybody want to join, let me know. We will invite you. This is a picture from a graph from 1984 from a wonderful book called Augustine Laws. And it shows the performance of stock picking by various methods. One method was throwing darts on Wall Street Journal and selecting the stock which the dart hit. Another one was a mutation of it. You put the Wall Street Journal on the floor and you throw needles. And one of the graphs is by monkey doing a random selection of the stock, and the monkey selection was not performing too bad compared to the other methods. Now, this is wisdom to the crowds. The internet provides wisdom to the crowds. It's empowering the crowds. Here you see a very interesting graph which shows how because of the internet and the democratization of innovation and the ability of the internet to provide tools, hacking is becoming easier and easier and easier. So this is another aspect of wisdom of the crowds. This is the crowd do shopping. All of you are familiar with this great invention of Amazon. People who bought this also bought that. The crowd help you to surface up the things which are desired. If you look very carefully on this slide, look the last item that I think 9% of the buying of this camera bought a box of 48 Durex condoms. And my question always is, why 48? I got some explanation. The most original one was to protect the lenses against rain. Maybe. Some people, their wisdom is exceeding, any imagination. These are some schemes which are being used to simplify things. And sometimes we are subcontracting wisdom to the big brother, to the governments. This is a picture was taken in the American Congress, shows you what the members of the House are doing while their friends are talking. You can see they're playing free cell, watching Facebook, and looking on some baseball scores. This is a UK. We didn't touch it. This is original. Burnt wood, Cavidon, Hatch, A128 industrial estate, secret nuclear bunker. This is some wisdom from the domain of science. Caution, these cows may be dangerous. And these are some other manifestation of trusting the wisdom of the people in some user interface. This is a road cross somewhere in the UK, and you can see how friendly it is. I don't know why it says down Mahalo. Mahalo is maybe it's an advertising for Jason Calacanis. I don't know. We have to ask him. That's very good and simple, intuitive. This, I think, is a great example. Idiocy, what it says. Never underestimate the power of stupid people on large groups. And this is what Richard Cook said, that engineering today is a race between engineers striving to build bigger and better idiot-proof things, and the universe trying to produce bigger and better idiots. So far, the universe is winning. And Einstein made a variation of it. The two things which are infinite are the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the first one. But when you are hearing quotes on the internet, thank you very much.